Hi, welcome back everybody. Asher Steve here, signing in for another tutorial. On this topic today, we will be discussing about this static routing, which some of you has requested me to make a video on this. So without much further ado, let's kick in. So let's open up our packet tracer here. So right now I did not put anything, so we start from the scratch. So first of all, we'll just create together the basic topology that we will be using. So let's create quickly. So we go to this router. Right now we will be using the basic two router here. So I took a router here, router 2 and router 3, and in between we will also use our switch. So we will use two switches here. Okay, so and then we will use one single PC for just a simple, understandable topology that we will be creating. Okay, so now we'll just take this cable to connect this. So I'm taking the auto cable to connect it quickly. So router 3 to router 4, and here switch to PC. So this will be our simple diagram for this static routing that we will be using. So now next one is like we'll just put our IP address. So to put the IP address, let's take here and this network. So we will put here, let's say 10.10.10.0. okay, so this network we will take this, and this network we will be using like 172.16.10.0 this network, and the other network we will use like 10.0. okay, so this will be our IP address that we'll be using in this particular demonstration. So before this we go to this static routing, we'll just put away the interface IP address and the PC IP address. So we'll start from this side. So let's go inside this PC, go to the desktop and assign the IP address here. So this IP address is 10.10. it will be start from 2, because 1 will be using by the router as a default. So here, and for this PC default IP address also we will put 1. So this we have already assigned the IP address. So let's go to this router. Now we will be using this particular GIG 0/0, this interface IP address. So we will put this IP address here as 10.10.10.1. okay, so let's go to the CLI, and then we go to the configurations, enable this, and then we go to the config T to start the configuration. So now we will be going through this interface. So we'll just point to this interface, which is GIG 0/0. okay, so we put this 0/0, and then now we assign the IP address of this. So IP address, which IP address? This network IP address, so it will be 1 for this. So we put here 10.10.10.1, and that subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. okay, so now we just hit enter and say no shut to bring the link up. So now you can see that the link is up and showing with a green signal here. Okay, green color. Now we go to the next interface. We'll put the IP address first of all for this interface. So we'll use this network 172.16.10.0, this network. So let's go to this interface, which is interface GIG 0/1. okay, so now 0/1, and we'll put the IP address for this. Okay, so IP address, and this is 172.16.10.1. so this side will start 1 and this side will be 2, and let's put the IP address and the subnet mask 255.255.0.0. okay, so no shut to bring the link up once again for this particular one. Now this side link is up, but you will not see the green signal here as of now, because the other router is still down, because this is directly connected to the other router. So now we go to the next router, that is router 3 here. Okay, so we go to the CLI once again, we go here, we say no, and then we go to the direct straight configuration, we give enable to logging, and we go to the config T to do the configuration mode, and from here we go to this interface of this particular one, GIG 0/0. Okay, so interface 0 GIG 0/0, that is the address for this particular interface, and we put the IP address for this is 1 and this will be 2. So here 172.16.10.2 and the subnet mask 255.255.0.0. Enter. So no shut, and now so you can see that both the link is out. Okay, now we go to the next interface to put the IP address of this particular network, that is 192.168.10.0. so this network, so we go to this GIG 0/1 of this router 3. So let's go to this interface GIG 0/1 and then IP address of 192.168.10.1 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and then so we say no shut. Okay, so now you can see that all the network, all the link is up now. So let's test whether they can ping from this particular PC to this network. So let's open our CMD and check first whether this can ping or not. So I'll ping this from this network to this network. So this IP address, as you can see here, IP address is okay, we haven't put this IP address, so let's quickly put the IP address of this one. This is 192.168.10.2 and then 192.168.10.1 is the IP address for this. Okay, so let's ping from this system to this system. So this network is 192.168.10.2 is the IP address. So let's see. As you can see that it is showing right now here unreachable. Okay, destination host is unreachable, so that means now static routing is not yet configured. So that's because of that. So now let's go to the static routing configurations. So here we just write here static routing. Okay, static routing, that this one here. So let's go to the first this router to start the static configuration. So we go here. So for the static configurations you have to start with the IP route. So here IP, this is the command IP route, and this for this one to go to this network, so you have to go through this one. So this is the next hop. So this network, so we have to put this first, this network here 192.168.10.0, that is the network, and then subnet mask 255.255.255.0. now the next hop is this one. So this, for this router to go through this is the next hop. So this GIG 0/0, so this will be the next hop for this. So just put that IP address for this one is 172.16.10.2. so 172.16.10.2. yes. So enter, and now say here IP route, this is done for this network. So now let's go to this router here, the second router. So let's go to the router. Now for this router to go to this network, so this will be the network. So we go to this IP route, and then we have to put this IP address, this network IP address. So 10.10.10.0 is the network. Subnet mask will be 255. You put the full subnet mask for this. So 255 for this network. Next hope is this one. So 1, enter. So now you can see that it is already accepted. Now we can see exit. We'll just write to save the configuration. Okay, so now this configuration is up. So let's check the connectivity from here to this one. So let's go to this computer and we'll go to the commands and we can check from here, ping, and we will ping this particular one. So this particular IP address is 2. So 10.10. and we'll just check from here, 10.10.10.2. Still checking. Yeah, timeout, but now you can see the first one is timeout. Now it's replying from this one. So now static routing is configured successfully. Now let's go to this other PC and check the connectivity. So here, ping, we will ping this network, and this IP address for this IP address is 10.2. okay, so let's go to this one and ping here, ping 192.168.10.2. okay, so we can see that we can ping both from different systems to different networks. From this one we have ping to this one, from this one we have ping to this one. So guys, that is how we do the static routing. So guys, I hope this video has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for always supporting, helping me to subscribe, like, share, and see you guys in the next video. Thank you.